Okay, so we're picking up a white now, and we're going, look where your string came out, and now your black. We're going to slip through that black that you just added, and our white is going to sit nicely by that black. Okay? It kind of comes down like a beside it. Whoop, if you've lost one, boy, you got to do the math to get one back. Okay. This is what we found that counting really helped us to get. So you find the next black now. Putting that white on there. Give it a little home, and you can see how it nestles beside but leaves a nice little space between. Blacks are really hard to see, but you can see how we pick up that white, go through the black, and nestle it beside. It's like giving it a little buddy at this point. It's always good to have a friend. They might be quite opposite of you, but you can get along. Okay, so don't forget, you have to pick up another color. You give the thread tension, hold it kind of snug as you find the next bead you're looking for. Slide it through, and this is what's snugging in that next. You're actually finishing the new row you're applying with, because remember our very first row had 32 beads, and then we added 16 black and now 16 more. And this is why you don't want any of them on their side, and you don't want any of them sitting up out of place. That's what pulling that tension with your left thumb and finger is helping to do. And it's cool, you see you're half done because you're half your count of beads. Once you get the process figured out, the counting won't be as important to you. But this first part, this first row of getting it on there, it just seemed to help us to have that counting. Now, we found out if you pull the string, give your tension to the left, your beads will want to kind of drift left. If you pull your string underneath, you'll bring them more into a straight line. You'll see the difference when you go to do a design. So you can try both. When our thread got low, we tied onto the thread and kept going, as opposed to, and then the knot is a fine knot that just pulls through the bead. We found that was efficient instead of worrying about burying a thread over and over and over. Then we only had to bury the last one at the end. So is that our last one, Quinn? Lara? And now you got, do you have to add one bead or did it work out?
It worked out.
And you've given everybody a little nice snug home there. Okay, so we're doing a checkerboard pattern. So now you would pick up black.
Count
them all out.
These ones look more up and down.
16, yeah, there you can see the difference of more up and down with
And
tension.
and because our beads
Yeah, so right now is a good time to snug your thread a little more. Now is a good time to sort of pull on that thread, and as you pull gently on that thread, it'll actually even tighten up to the top row. So you'll see this is pulling on the thread with your thumb and finger gently, not breaking your thread, but it does help to snug it up. And you can go back later, and if you do have a thread poking out, you can bury it with your needle. But just snugging it up. If needle breaks, you can go back in and repair, but sometimes it's a start over process for this part. We found. Okay, you got a nice tension there all the way around for both colors. Now we've successfully added another row. Depends on how you count. We discuss it sometimes. We say that's adding one row, but really you've added two, black and white. Stop.